About 2 months ago we had this video with 56 ways to make money with real estate. And some of those ways were a little questionable to say the least. I remember my personal favorite, become a notary. As if everyone could just become a notary if they wanted to. As a response to the video, one of you guys sent over another list with 18 different ways to make money with real estate, asking what I think about that. So I thought, instead of just on some of the options like I did in the last video, let me rate all the different options to make money with real estate from 0 to 5 stars. All in this GermanReal.Estate FAQ. The list, that is also linked in the blog post on our website by the way, is divided into 4 different categories. Buying rental properties, I like that one a lot more than becoming a notary already. Flipping properties, okay, we'll see about that one when we get there. Investing without actually buying a property, there's gonna be some really exciting options. And renting out your existing space. Let's go! We start with the first way to make money with real estate, buy single-family homes. And here the author of the list writes, only buy a property that will be cash flow positive from month 1. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, my friends. We talked about this in a couple of videos already, that it was possible 5 or 10 years ago, but not anymore. At least not with the good quality properties in good locations here in Germany. So let's deduct 1 star for that. Let's deduct another star for the large upfront investment you need to make when buying a property yourself. Taxes, notary, land registry, real estate agent, maybe even a down payment. Real estate is not cheap. Next point, buy vacation rentals. Sure, you just buy a property like in option 1 and instead of a regular property, you just make a short-term vacation rental out of it. The big benefit is that your profit is probably gonna be a lot higher if, and that may be a big if, you have a great location and actually people who want to stay in your property. Otherwise it sits empty and loses money for you. Higher profit for higher risk, same stars as above. For the other options in this category, I have to deduct more stars because it's getting a little ridiculous again. Not quite become a notary level of ridiculous, but close-ish. When buying a single family home, we just established that it costs a lot of money. So buying a multi-family home costs even more. And you're not as diversified. I'd much rather buy 5 small properties for 200k each all around Germany than 1 big one for 1 million euros, simply for diversification reasons. And now the author wants to buy office space, a warehouse or even an entire shopping center. Aside from the tremendous costs involved in this, the laws for residential real estate and for commercial real estate can be quite different here in Germany. Nothing works without lawyers here. -1 star for that. And then you would have to figure out what type of business your tenant is. Is their rent based on the revenue of the business? Are they allowed to stop paying rent when the business closes, like in the lockdowns for example? Another star for that. Same for buying vacant land. We're talking about full-time jobs here instead of investing in real estate. Even if you get an architect, handyman to build the property for you, which currently takes years for good handyman anyway, there's so much you need to take care of yourself. We're not investing anymore. It's a full-time job. Are you even allowed to build a property on the land? If not, what do you need to do? If yes, what type of property exactly? And if you can't answer all these questions, you're not gonna get a mortgage from a bank if you can't show them the exact business case. That closes category 1. And we can close category 2 right after. Buy and hold is a lot more feasible for real estate investors than fix and flip. I know you can make a lot of money with it, and that's why social media is full of it and you might want to do that too. But it's not feasible, guys. We talked about the availability of handymen before and how much more difficult it is to secure a mortgage if the bank doesn't know exactly what your plan is. And from working in the mortgage industry for more than 6 years now, let me tell you that I want to fix and flip a property is not a plan a bank will accept. They want to know everything from material prices to time schedules and so much more. Same for wholesaling, which has also 0 stars. And in both those options, Finanzamt will say at some point that you are a business and not a private investor anymore if you keep buying and selling properties. And latest by that point, you'll realize why I just said that you're not an investor anymore in this category. If we would be talking about working in real estate, maybe I'd give more stars. But since we're talking about investing in real estate, 0 stars for both. The next category is a lot better again and will have some of the highest star ratings, and we start with real estate crowdfunding. We have a video about real estate crowdfunding already, and it's generally speaking a great idea. Instead of buying a property yourself, you come together with many other people, the crowd, in order to buy a property together. The issue is just that the legal framework is questionable, to say the least. So 1 star deduction. REITs, real estate investment trusts, are similar, but a whole lot more regulated than real estate crowdfunding. We have a lot of videos on REITs as well, and the bottom line is that they're so regulated and so restricted in what they're allowed to do that it's very tough for REITs to make money. I mean, the German REIT index is down over the last 15 years while property prices are on all-time highs. I still don't understand how that is even possible. So to find a good mixture between real estate crowdfunding and REITs, we created our real estate securities that you can buy on our GermanReal.Estate marketplace. You can invest in real estate starting at just €100, and for that you get a fixed interest rate and passive income, with some properties up to 12% per year. And on top, you get a profit share when the property or properties are getting sold, with some properties up to 50%. Link to our GermanReal.Estate marketplace is in the description. You can also invest in real estate mutual funds or real estate ETFs. Both are extremely similar in the way that you invest in a basket of properties instead of just one single property like with most of our real estate securities. Of course, the devil's in the details here when it comes to which real estate mutual fund or real estate ETF you should choose out of the hundreds or even thousands available. The fundamental difference is that real estate mutual funds usually have a lot higher fees than real estate ETFs because they're managed by real human beings, fund managers. That's why we deduct 1 star for real estate mutual funds. And now it gets a little crazy again. With real estate notes, you basically give money to people so that they can buy a property. First of all, it seems like a great idea to give money to people that apparently can't get a mortgage themselves. Thumbs up for that. And then, I don't understand why I wouldn't buy the property myself and rent it out. Seems to be an option with higher safety, higher tax benefits, higher profit potential than real estate notes. Same with hard money loans or tax deeds, which sounds to me very similar to buying a property in foreclosure. Why do people always want to invest in failed properties or work with people with a horrible financial situation? There are so many standard options out there to make money with real estate. Why do you want to get unnecessarily creative here if your profit premium is only that small, but your risk premium is that big? I don't understand. And lastly, you can rent out existing space. For renting out a room, we deducted 1 star because you'll have a stranger in your private space, and I'm not sure if I would want that. Renting out a parking space works mighty fine, especially in the big cities. And renting out storage might be a little difficult depending on where that storage is. My storage is in the basement, so someone would need a key for our house if he's not living in the same property as me, which would be a little difficult. What do you think about these 18+1 ways to make money with real estate? Let me know in the comments, and let me also know if someone became spontaneously a notary because of the previous video.